All right, so getting stuff done. Some of you might know I went to the when I first went to the VA, it was the county VA. They kind of help you out. I wanted to get a veteran's driver's license, and I did that a few weeks ago, and that's all done and taken care of. And the other day, a couple days ago, I actually went to the VA. I went to the federal building. I went to the hospital. I got a handler, and it looks like, yeah, I mean, stuff could happen. I've got a little bit of an issue, but I think we can work through it. As it turns out, I served less than 24 months when I got separated because of the ankle issues. So we'll see how this all works out. But the guy I'm working with seems like he's on the ball with it. It was really cool too when I went in there. It was an all-day event. I don't want to get into the whole thing, but it was. I didn't know what I was doing. I'd never been there before. I didn't know where to go. So I'm talking to people in the parking lot, at the hospital. They're like, "No, you got to go to the federal building." And then I went over there. I went to the wrong place up there on the 5th floor. I had to go down to the 2nd floor. I talked to a woman there. She says, "No, this is for benefits. I'm not even in the system yet." But she filled out a bunch of stuff there, put me in the system to get that, to get a form in the mail to fill that out. And then I went to the right place. I went to the hospital, and that was really funny. And they're telling me, "No, this won't work based on your discharge." I said, "Well, you should go over and talk to the guys over here." And then I talked to that guy, and he's like, "Oh yeah, no, this will work." You know, it was just really, everybody was super kind. It was funny because when I got to the hospital and I finally found the right office to go into, there was this woman there, black lady, really tall, older lady, and very pretty. I mean, you could tell too. Like when 20 years ago, she had to be like just like a supermodel kind of knockout looking, and she was so sweet, so kind, and I'm kind of walking her through like what I was dealing with, and being cool. Like I don't care one way or the other. If it works, it works. Doesn't it? Doesn't. I'm patient, not being bullying or anything, very cool. Because I could see other people there with the buildings I went to and the different offices, how some of the people that were coming in, veterans, they're upset or whatever. It's personalities, it's egos, all of it. And, if you guys don't know this by now, when you need help with something, it pays to be kind. I don't care what has happened, what has transpired before this specific moment in time that may be frustrating to you, but taking your frustration out on these people that are there to help you is not going to help you. It doesn't make any sense. So I'm always extra kind. Be good to one another. I tell you that all the time. And I remember this woman, she just struck me as such a nice lady, and more so than even her physical beauty, just her kindness. And I told her so. I said, "You're a beautiful woman," and a couple minutes after that, as we were talking, she goes, "Let me see if he can take you now," because a guy had walked out of this guy's office and he was going to be my handler. It turns out he is now. And yeah, he took me in right away. She had already set me an appointment up for next week, and the guy took me in, and I spent probably a half hour, 40 minutes in there with him. And like I said, the ball is now rolling. So I'll fill you guys in on that. But right now, what this is really about, I'm on my way to the Mac store. So yeah, this is going to be interesting. I'm going down there to see about getting a new computer. You guys know I've been talking about this for a while. I really need it. And hopefully today we can walk out of there with a new computer. I'm bringing my computer down there. I'm going to be talking to these guys about how to, what I need, explaining to them what I do with it, and all that good stuff. So hopefully I'll walk out of there with a computer, maybe another external hard drive, the right cables so my phone will be able to interface with the computer. All the things I've had issues with, I'm hoping to solve right now. Let's see what happens. If they allow me to film in there at all, I'll try to shoot a little bit of footage there, even if it's a few seconds, and we'll see. I'm anticipating things. I like to go into things with, zero anticipation or zero, what do I always say to people? Usually women I'm dating, no expectations, no disappointments. So no expectations. Then I won't be disappointed. And we'll see how this goes. So stick around. Just thinking on the way here, I wanted to bring this up. I might as well just interject it into this video. Hopefully it'll be a short, quick message. Beware people that want you to do things for them, but they play little tricks on communication that I think are designed, whether consciously or subconsciously, to put themselves in the power seat for the negotiations, and then they'll do things to fluff themselves up and then try to negotiate things with you before the deal is even discussed, like what exactly it is that they want, where they're kind of floating things into your mind. I've done a whole video on this before about manipulation and all that. I'll have to find that video and put it in here maybe if I remember to do that. But nice lady, seemingly nice person. I'm not really talking about her, but she reminded me of these other things too. And when I listen, somebody says if you talk to them and they're going to get back to you, but they don't, but then they send you a text later and they're like, was I supposed to call you back? Yeah. You should have just called back, or you call back at that time the next day or something, But also, I do what I do to survive, and I have to get paid. So it's always funny to me when people want something and they try to make it seem like it's an easy thing, and they want you to drive out somewhere, do all this stuff, but then right away they talk about trading for it. Like, I got this stuff. I don't need your stuff. I got plenty of stuff. I got way more stuff than I need. I should be getting rid of my stuff. I don't want your stuff. And then there's the other thing with, I've discussed all this before. There's the other part of it with just relationships with people where they try to let you know that they can help you out down the road, or if you give them a deal, they can introduce you to other people that can help you out down the road with where you want to get in your life and all that. That's leverage. They're using this leverage on you to get a better deal from you right now in anticipation of a hopeful event that may take place in the future that likely really never will take place. I've never found that to actually be the case where it actually happens. Now, you guys know, a lot of you are here because of Sarah, right? Wonder Hussy. I've gone out to help her out at her compound and everything. I did that for a couple of reasons. They were my own reasons. Number one, I just like her. We're pals. She's cool. Awesome. And yes, when I met her out at the Saline Valley last year, the first time, it was awesome because she did 2 videos featuring me in the van, and that really helped my YouTube channel, and that's a big deal. That was a huge thing to have happened, and I'm very happy about that. And I understand the power of cross-breeding kind of with other YouTube channels, especially if they're more successful than your particular channel. That's an important thing to do. You should be doing that if you have a YouTube channel. But I didn't do it for her I didn't try to make money off of any of it. I haven't even made money off of YouTube yet. That's what this whole trip is about, get a new computer so that now I'll be able to use the new browsers and get into my AdSense account and finish filling that out so I can get a check. So anyhow, yeah, it's a funny thing. I get people reach out to me all the time. They have these fantasies, even before YouTube, before Sarah and all that, just having the Mike Z Design thing out there, the Mike Z Design Facebook page. That was an interesting thing because what I did there was I posted images, like pretty complete picture folders of projects that I've done, so people can understand the amount of work that goes into making a custom, one-off, unique, made for you, designed for you piece of furniture. It's a big deal. Like, it's, I can't buy all the lumber like it, I have to mill all that lumber into the sizes so that I can turn it into parts that I can then, create a piece with. Like, there's a lot of work that goes on there. You can't do that put all that time into something for favors or in trade. It just takes too much time, and a lot of people don't understand it, or they're purposely obtuse to it, and they will remain so in an attempt to use other techniques to manipulate a craftsman or an artist to giving them a deal. And if you're a good human being, you know, I'm susceptible to it. You know, I'm a sucker for a pretty face, let's face it. It's a bad thing. So I'm just putting all that out there. You know, if you're like me and you're an artist / craftsman, it is something that we have to all be aware of, and we shouldn't fall victim to it. You have to know what your worth is, all that good stuff. I'm in a tough intersection here. I'll catch you guys later. Tell everybody that. Oh, Alright, so that was a stinking ordeal. Worst part, there was a lot of bad parts of it. It's done. I got a new computer. Whee! It's not over yet. I got to transfer all my data and everything else. I'm not looking forward to that. And at the farmer's market, I got here at 10, and it's 1:45 right now. So that's almost 4 hours. And with validation, it was $27 for parking. In case you didn't hear that, it was $27 for parking. I was able to get a military discount on the computer, so I ended up going with the expensive one. I went with the 16-inch MacBook Pro. I looked at the Air, I looked at the memory and everything. I thought about it. I figured, let me get something that's more heavy duty and all that. It's a one-time deal, done. The thing is in order to get the veteran discount, you had to pay with a card. And I didn't have enough money in any of my bank accounts to use my ATM card. I went in there with cash. So they suggested, well, you could buy a couple gift cards. Most you could put on a gift card is $2,000. So I had to get 2 gift cards. And we did all that. We got the gift cards. I paid them cash. They gave me the gift cards. We did the transaction. We're about ready to be done with it. But one of the gift cards wouldn't go through. They put a hold on it, and it was the one for the lesser amount. And so the guy who's helping me calls Apple, and they're trying to work this out, and then they're like, it'll take 24 hours for it to clear. And I'm like, whoa. I told you when I came in, I want to give you the money and walk out of here today with a computer. I mean, I'm blocking the day out today to do this. Tomorrow I got to be working. So I said, give me my money back. I went on my computer, or excuse me, on my phone, which is a computer, and I went to my bank and I transferred all the money out of all my other accounts. I put it all into one account so I could use my ATM card, and I did that. And that didn't work because I have a credit union and they've got a limit on your card of $1,500. So they're cool. You know, I called them up. They upped the limit for that transaction. Only took minutes. Went back, finished the transaction, but it was going to take an hour and a half for them to get the computer ready for me to come back to be able to pick it up. So I was at the farmer's market. I went ahead and had lunch. I hadn't been there in a long time. it was pretty cool to walk around. The farmers market itself hasn't really changed inside there, so that was kind of nice. I used to go there, I don't remember if it was Friday nights. I think it was Friday nights, maybe Saturday nights, and they used to do a karaoke thing. The lights are still up for that. I wonder if they're still doing that. I should look it up. That was a good time. Farmers market karaoke. Los Angeles, you can imagine the talent. I mean, the people that would get up there and sing, it was awesome. But I got to tell you, I probably haven't been there for that in 24 years. Some of you aren't even that old. Yeah. So the point of this is the A stuff's working, and I got the computer. Now I got to transfer all the data from my old computer to the new one. Got to get my YouTube working right. Got to get to my AdSense. I'll be able to work with all the new browsers, and I should start being able to get paid. So I'm in a hole, obviously, financially because of all this. So I got to dig myself out of that. But it was just something that had to be done, and I have to tell you, even though that was stupid. There's a turn lane, and the guy's turning right in front of me, not using the turn lane. I'm on it. I'm talking to you, but I'm on it. I'm scanning. I'm on it. Anyhow, so it's going to be a bit of a thing to figure all this stuff out, the new computer and everything, but I'm excited about it. So you guys will hear about it as you follow along. That's it for now. Thank you for being here. Send me some positive vibes. And I'll keep you all abreast of the situation. You know, everything should work out with AdSense and getting that YouTube money. And hopefully that'll come through. Supposedly they're holding a pretty good chunk for me. So if I can get this thing sorted within the next few days or a week or however long it takes, then I'm recouping the money I just spent on the computer. I got more than enough there, apparently, from what I heard from them. The last time I was dealing with them months ago, there's actually a few more months now of income in there that they're holding for me. So we'll get all this to work out. Thank you for being here. Thanks for watching. Keep watching. Things are going to get interesting now. I should be able to start, because the old one wasn't working with my phone. I do have a Samsung, but I should be able to plug the phone into that computer and get my clips on there and put my videos together and maybe start adding a little bit of music or something. I don't anticipate on getting super crazy with it out of the box. If I can still put the clips together on my phone, but then plug that into my computer and move it like that, then uploading it to YouTube is going to be a lot faster off the computer, I think, than it was going off my phone. I don't know. We'll find out. You'll know because I'll be telling you. I don't keep much from you guys. For the most part, I'm an open book. Have a great day. Be kind to one another. I'll catch you in the next one.